Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thursday edition of Video Clips. And I've been trying every week to share some stories about how people are handling various things during this period of time. And so I talked a little bit yesterday about putting business owners in a god-awful situation and store managers, and it just is so much conflict. It's not bad enough we have to deal with all this stuff, then we got to fight with each other too. Well, anyway, I responded to somebody. We had a little email dialogue that I thought might be helpful to share with you, and then you make of it what you do, and how you apply it to your own life is up to you. I'm certainly not trying to tell you what to do, as much as just bring to light ways of handling different situations. So here goes. A group of very close friends were originally going to Spain this month for one friend's 50th. We canceled this a while ago, and the celebration is now moved to Palm Springs. I'm in the Los Angeles area, and they're in San Francisco. They wanted us all to share in one of the gigantic housing spread, housing, which sounded like a fun idea. I know it would share a house. We would all have our own rooms and bathrooms. However, about a month ago, we all received this email. COVID protocol. Everyone needs to test negative for COVID as close to possible before leaving. Talk to your testing site to determine their guaranteed result window, as well as their typical result window. For example, please get tested at least a week in advance when you know you'll get guaranteed result before leaving. And then again, just before leaving within the typical result window, like 3 days before leaving. Speak with your testing site to determine these windows. We're asking everyone to shelter in place as much as humanly possible 14 days before traveling. This means no eating out at restaurants, even if they're operating at limited capacity and have social distancing measures in place. This also means no social gatherings unless it's with our group who will be at the house. Everyone must drive to the place. No planes, no trains, automobiles only. While down at this location, no inside dining, sightseeing, or field trips unless it's to the grocer or liquor store, because grocers and liquor stores completely exempt from any COVID situations, as you know, follow basic CDC guidelines, which we all should be doing anyway. So the person writing to me says, needless to say, I was blown away that good friends would insist on this level of control. I kindly refused and will be staying at a hotel nearby, and during any outdoor shared activities, I'm asked to stay 6 feet away. I will not be permitted to enter their shared home, except hopefully to use a bathroom. I was going to cancel completely until I listened to one of your recent videos about being able to remain friends with people who are not as well as informed as we are, and we can still plant seeds. I'm doing my best to stay grounded and calm and not engage in any heated discussions. Agreeing to disagree will be my friend. All right, any other suggestions? Well, this is what I wrote back. Here's my perspective. I'm willing to keep an open dialogue with people I disagree with. I will not cater to the insanity, however. I would not make this trip. I would rather stay home and read books than stand 6 feet away from someone and go along with nonsense. We understand how to set these boundaries in every other situation. We have all told a drug addict, we love you, but you may not use drugs in my house, and I will not be visiting yours if you choose to use drugs there, for example. We separate the behavior, however offensive and bizarre, from the person, but we're pretty clear about not participating in it, because doing so is a form of enabling. So, and I feel very strongly about this. And again, you may decide to do something entirely different, but I can live and let live without going to the side of participating in behavior that I disagree with or makes me uncomfortable. So I don't like to be around people who drink too much. I don't really have anything to say about somebody else who drinks too much. We live in America, at least right now, and people can do what they want to do, but that doesn't mean that I have to be around that person. So anyway, I concluded with, you have to decide what you want to do, but my response would be, I'll look forward to seeing you again when you're ready to be close to people. Have a great time, and I'll be thinking about you. So some of you may have chosen to go, but the reason I would say no to it is because that's not a vacation, that's a prison sentence. And there's nothing enjoyable about that. And again, I don't have any problem with a group of people who want to abide by those rules with the testing and the distancing, and we're only going to go to the grocery store and the liquor store because other outings are more dangerous. And if that's what people think, that's fine. I don't think that, so I don't want to go. And we all do that with other things. I mean, I've declined to take trips with people because I just wasn't interested in where they're going. I've declined to do things or read a book. I just didn't want to read the book, right? I mean, we don't all have to do everything. So I guess conclusion is this. I want to maintain open dialogue with anybody I can maintain open dialogue with, but I'm not going to cross the line and participate in ridiculousness. And somebody else may not think it's ridiculousness. That's okay. You can do that, but just don't ask me to do that. So we just won't be vacationing together this year, maybe next year, maybe never. It's okay. We don't ever have to vacation. We can still be friends. All right. And by the way, I have a lot of friends I've never been on vacation with, just to let you know. And so I think that's enough for now. I hope that's helpful. I hope it gives you an idea of how you might handle something or not, entirely up to you. All right, that's all for today. Hope this was helpful. Pass it on to others, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow with some more news or some perspective, depending on what I choose to pay attention to.